This is the top 10 strangest and most mysterious geological phenomena on Earth. Number 10. The Darvaza gas crater, otherwise known as the Door to Hell, near Darvaza, Turkmenistan. The fire here in this crater is lit by natural gas. The flaming Darvaza crater is actually located on one of the largest natural gas reserves on Earth. How long this crater has been burning, no one knows for sure. The crater is about 60 meters wide by 20 meters deep. It is located in the Karakum Desert and is located about 260 kilometers north of Ashgabat, which is Turkmenistan's capital. One of the theories on how this fire was started was that back in 1971, Soviet engineers wanted to stop the spread of methane, so they lit this area on fire. And it still continues to burn till this day. Number 9. Earthquake lights. Earthquake lights are luminous phenomena that are seen near areas of tectonic stress, seismic activity, or volcanic eruptions. Although rare, there is no straightforward answer on the cause of these lights. Some say that the lights appear before the earthquake, during the earthquake, and sometimes after the earthquake. The best possible theory that has been put forth so far is that two faults rub up against each other, creating a voltage. A researcher from Rutgers University performed a lab experiment by splitting open a rock. When the rock was split open, it recorded a spike in positive voltage. When it was put back together, it recorded a spike in negative voltage. More research is still needed to study this mysterious phenomenon of earthquake lights. Until then, it remains as elusive as ball lightning. Number 8. Patomskiy crater in Russia. This unique and strange geological structure has baffled scientists for decades. Explanations on how this mound of rocks formed range from the mundane to the outrageous. The base of this cone structure is about 160 meters wide by about 40 meters tall. There is a clearly defined crater rim along with a pushed-up mound inside the crater. The Patomskiy crater was discovered in 1949 by Russian geologist Vadim Kolpakov. It is estimated to be about 350 to 500 years old. There are many theories of what caused the Patomskiy crater, such as an ultra-dense meteorite, volcanic activity, outgassing, and even alien spaceship. None of these theories, however, are conclusive. Scientists state that the most logical theory is that this is caused by a methane explosion due to the melting of the permafrost underneath. However, still not conclusive. Also nearby, trees have experienced rapid growth, and this is theorized that it may have been caused by radiation. But to this day, the formation of the Patomskiy crater still remains a mystery. Number 7. Cueva de los Cristales, Mexico, or Cave of the Crystals. Cave of the Crystals is located in Naica, Mexico. These crystals are made of selenite, and they are some of the largest on the Earth. The largest crystal is measured about 11.5 meters long and weighs about 12 tons. The temperature inside the cave is around 58 degrees Celsius or about 136 degrees Fahrenheit with about 90 to 99% humidity. Anyone visiting this cave must have a permit and protective equipment due to the fact that there's high humidity and there's high temperature, and the average person is not going to last that long in there. Also, tourists are not allowed. One thing to note is that these crystals have been growing uninterrupted for the last 500,000 to 700,000 years. Also, 50,000-year-old microbial life has been found inside some of the crystals. So when visiting the Cave of the Crystals, be prepared to have a very hot time. Number 6. Nastapoka Island Arc in Canada, Hudson Bay. The Nastapoka Arc is located in the southeast part of Hudson Bay. The nearly perfect half circle is about 450 kilometers wide. One theory suggests that this is an impact crater from millions of years ago. However, no meteoric material has been found. The best theory proposed by scientists, however not conclusive, is that two continents collided hundreds of millions of years ago. So to this day, the formation of the Nastapoka Arc still remains a mystery. Number 5. The Mima Mounds in Washington State, USA. These dimple-like structures cover an area of 637 acres and is located in the Mima Mounds Area Preserve in Washington State. Their diameters range anywhere from 3 meters wide to 50 meters wide, and their heights can be up to 2 meters tall. Now, how they were formed still remains a mystery even to this day, and there are many theories on how these were formed, but none are conclusive. Some theories include, but not limited to, seismic activity, deposits from retreating glaciers, pocket gophers, which is probably one of the best theories but still not conclusive, and possibly from wind-blown sediment. So even to this day, these Mima Mounds still remain a mystery on how they were formed. Similar structures have been found in the southwest of the United States as well as in Canada, but have different theories on how they were formed. Number 4. The Carolina Bays, located in the southeast of the United States. The Carolina Bays are oval-shaped depressions that are oriented at a northwest and southeast axis, and they are located in the southeast part of the United States with the highest concentration in eastern North Carolina, southeast of Fayetteville. Their sizes range anywhere from 30 meters in diameter to up to 6 kilometers in diameter, with the largest one being Lake Waccamaw. Many of the Carolina Bays have been filled in and used for farmland, so a lot of them are not recognizable. In fact, you can actually see the outline of a Carolina Bay right here that has trees inside of it as well as farmland. Scientists put forth many theories on how the Carolina Bays were formed. Such theories include, but not limited to, meteor impact, a comet exploding overhead, retreating glaciers that leave behind pools of water, in which the west winds cause the water to circulate, to name a few. The southeast parts of the Carolina Bays have a high rim up to as high as 2 to 3 meters. This is why the retreating glacier theory is the most favorable. And to this day, the Carolina Bays still remain a mystery on how they were formed. Number 3. Ringing Rocks Park, Pennsylvania, United States of America. Ringing Rocks Park in Bucks County, Pennsylvania is a unique place. It is a 7-acre field of ancient volcanic diabase rock. When you strike one of the rocks with a hammer, it makes a unique metallic bell-like sound. The rocks are known as lithophonic rocks. It is also said if you remove one of the rocks from the park, it loses its metallic ringing sound. One of the theories of why the rocks make a metallic bell sound is due to the fact that they are very, very dense and have a very high iron content, as high as 12%. There are actually more ringing rock locations around the world, in places such as the western United States, Mexico, and Australia, to name a few. Number 2. The Moodus noises, East Haddam, Connecticut. The Moodus noises have baffled and frightened people for centuries. Native Americans thought the rumblings were from angry gods. English settlers, however, thought the sounds were from the devil himself. Moodus is short for the Native American word Machimudus, which means place of bad noises. The sounds are very similar to distant thunder. The sounds were mainly heard between Cave Hill and Mount Tom, right here in or around this circle area. The noises were found to be caused by shallow micro-earthquakes, with the majority of the earthquakes measuring less than 1 on the Richter scale, which is too low to be felt. In fact, this part of Connecticut is a seismically active area. There are also fault lines underneath Moodus. Number 1. Doinyo Lengai Volcano, Tanzania, Africa. Doinyo Lengai Volcano is the most bizarre volcano on the planet. It is located in northern Tanzania, just south of Lake Natron. It is a stratovolcano around 3,188 meters tall. It is located on the Gregory Rift, which is actually part of the East African Rift. Doinyo Lengai is Maasai for Mountain of God. What makes this volcano unique is it's the only volcano in the world that erupts black lava, called natural carbonatite. The lava is rich in potassium and sodium carbonates, gregorite, and nererite. The volcano has always been in a constant state of eruption. However, there have been a few explosive eruptions, with the most recent one being in 2007 and 2008. Lava lakes and spatter eruptions are very common on the crater floor. The very fluid natural carbonatite lava is black during the day and glows red at nighttime. I recorded this footage of an overflowing vent, and this actually shows you the actual color of the lava as well as its brightness. Now, this was a lava lake I recorded sometime back in July of 2002. This is the day before we left. A giant fissure opened up in the middle of the night, creating this lava lake. Here's a lava fountain recorded on the first night of my expedition back in 2002. This is the actual brightness and real color. Now, this lava is literally the coolest lava in the world, and I'll tell you why. Because the temperature of this lava is around 500 degrees Celsius or around 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. But salt lava in Hawaii, for example, is around 1,100 degrees Celsius or about 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Natural carbonatite lava is very fluid, just like you see the lava flowing in this channel. And also, here's a video I shot on the first day I arrived inside the crater of Doinyo Lengai. This fissure eruption started about an hour after we arrived. Now, how does the silicates, which is normally a constituent of normal lava, get separated from the carbonates is poorly understood. At nighttime, the lava glows a dull red. In fact, it is as bright as an electric stove, which means it's not that bright at all. Now, when this type of lava reaches the surface, it actually turns brown, and eventually it'll turn white. Once that happens, it'll turn into dust. This process takes anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks. So again, this is the world's most bizarre volcano.